helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure the bell notification is lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates. And make sure you guys, do not miss out. Go ahead and tap in, man. Let's get this live stream started. I'm gonna actually play some Rocky theme song music. We need to get the vibes up. We need the crypto comeback sound for sure. I know the markets are down. People are crying. There's tears in the streets. Did you cry or did you buy? Is going to be the topic coming up later on. Is crypto dead, everybody? What's going on? Let me get that Rocky theme song going first. Let the stream fill up. I know you guys are like, oh my God, where's he been? What's going on, Rico? The markets are down. Hey, hey, I was sick, okay? Had to recover, and now we're going to have to get the markets to recover. But you know what? Well needed time recovery. The markets need to recover. It's crazy. I got sick right when Bitcoin got sick, right? Isn't that wild? All right, let's get this Rocky theme song going until I see the chat blow up and we get some more numbers up in here. I need that Rocky feeling. I need that I've been knocked down, but I'm gonna get right back up attitude. As you guys can tell, I'm still sounding a little bit sick, but it's all good. Just got out of a very, very bullish meeting with the team, and that's why we got this live stream going, and that's why you guys know people named Rico Moneybags, Ali, David, Marlone, because while the rest of the markets and probably teams and communities are scrambling and they don't know. No, you know what? We're cooking, everybody, and some very, very bullish things. Prices are going to be prices. Charts are going to be charts. Everything's being shaken about. You cannot dodge not being shaken about. I mean, you guys might see me sweating during the stream, and that's because I'm still sick. And I want to sweat this thing out, man. So we got the temp up a little bit. I want to get this thing out of my system already and just get the show going all over again. Ooh, I see everybody pulling up. We got Feg for Life, XPX2, Mr. Mo. How you doing, mate? Man, yeah, I know. Still sounding a bit rough. It is still rough. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but a great, great meeting with. And that's why I took a couple of days off, everybody. I was still obviously here, everybody. Still obviously working on stuff on the API that I have to be doing. That's stuff that we don't get credit for. Nobody sees that stuff. But still obviously doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing in the back end. But I've been trying to, and with all that, trying to recover as fast as I can. Because last time I got sick and I just tried to get right back to it, it's like it came right back right away. And it was like, oh my God. And I was just laughing with the team since I see it's just a community in here. We're gonna play that Rocky theme song no matter what. But I get fussy, man, when I'm sick, man. So let's get this theme song going. We got 15 people in here. Let's get some more people in here. We're gonna sweat this out. But let me play this and let's get the vibes up, everybody. Okay. What? It doesn't want it. It said no Rocky theme song. Wait a second. It don't want me to. I don't take no as an answer. Here we go. Cough drops on the desk. Let's go. XPX. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. I know. Let's get the numbers up really quick, and we'll get the stream started. We'll talk about what's going on, which is not too much. A lot of tariffs. Everybody run for the hills. Let's go, everybody. I need that Rocky theme song to get this stream started for everybody. We need to get the numbers up, and then we're going to get it going. Oh, yeah. Got what, 28? Okay, we're getting there. Let's see what we got going on. Let's go to Smart D580. Smart D580. Let's go to our X account, baby. I'm just having fun with you guys. There we go. Yeah, still a little bit sick, but nonetheless, we're still doing what we got to do. All right. There we go. Adrian! That's what I want right there. All right, we got 33. I mean, I'm already dripping, everybody. You guys can see big bag of cough drops here to get the job done for all of us. I've been going through those like crazy. I don't even know if it's that healthy to eat that many of those, but yeah, that and what else we got right here? I mean, I got all my meds right here on my desk. What is that? This live stream is sponsored by Mucinex and cough drops, everybody. Shout out to you guys for pulling up. Shout out to the community for holding it down. The team, everybody. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Everybody, This market is designed to test us, right? Like we said before, this is a device to move money from the impatient people to the patient people. And we got people being impatient. It is what it is. It is what it is, right? That's okay. Are we still building? Are we still doing what we're supposed to be doing? Heck yeah. I mean, I just got out of a meeting with the team and we were in there. Ooh, let me just put this in everybody. Let me show this to everybody because that just looks beautiful, everybody. That looks beautiful. And just got out of a meeting with the team, and we're about to be doing something that I don't think is being done anywhere. And it's the Wag Me movement that we get to do this stuff, and it's thanks to community members like Saphir, like Mr. Mo, Feg for Life, XPX2, like the team that we have, and yeah, Rico, medicine bags. Tell me about it. That's what it's like right now. But it's thanks to the communities that support us, the members, the troll kings, the investors, why we continue to keep doing. Everybody, I think you guys should really look around and really see that it's not just, projects, but it's actually teams that we also invest in. And I'm invested in our team, this Ali guy, this Marlon guy, this David guy, and so are we, right? And you guys are going to see very shortly as we continue to develop this. It's getting very, very close. It's getting even closer than before for this release, and this is just going to be a very fun utility, everybody. Just something really fun for everybody, and like always, it's not just for us. It's not always just for us. It's for a plethora of people. It's for more than us because we like to scale things up, everybody. That's what we do. We like to scale things up. And I want to tell you guys something that's pretty amazing about this project. You guys might have heard about it. It's called X Pays X, right? You guys might have heard about this amazing project. You know what hasn't slowed down as the markets are dwindling on everybody? Our pay portal still being used. Our pay portal is still being used, doing some upgrades on APIs, and you guys are going to see why in the future after we release some fun stuff that we're going to do, some fun stuff that is going to contribute to the whole ecosystem. But then you guys are going to see. I'm excited for this. I know you guys are going to be like, how is this guy excited? He's freaking sick. Bitcoin's at 70-something thousand. Well, you know what? You get excited because you continue to build. You don't let these things phase you, man. You just can't do that. So speaking of BTC in these markets, obviously I'm excited about XPX right now because I just got out of a meeting. But now I see the numbers are just about there. We're at 50 people. I know it's been a few days, so people are like, oh, what's going on? We haven't seen them. But you know what? Let's get right here. Crazy discount right here, man. Crazy discount right here. 2.51 trillion, everybody. Is it over? Is cryptocurrency over? Is it dead? Or did we not talk about these ridiculous prices that we didn't see, that we didn't want to see, but if we saw them, we were mature enough to understand that this was something that was possibly going to happen? Did we not say that, everybody? Did we not say that? Did we not say that? And you know what? I know it's hard to believe, but people, even though I told them a while ago, now they want a paper hand. It's like, don't paper hand now. That's not what you want to do. We already knew that this was going to happen. We've been talking about it for a long time. A long time. Why? Because we talked about the prior resistance becoming future support. This stuff is very fractal. It's almost annoying sometimes. If, eventually you start to love it, honestly. I actually love it because I can see it on a regular basis, but we talked about this, so we can't be too surprised. Are we bummed out about it? Yeah. I mean, it's not cool. We wanted to hold on to this and go higher. That's why I'm not too secure on these prices right now. We almost got complete confirmation that we'll see a $72,000 Bitcoin and then bounce right back up, right? Because we're still fighting on the daily chart to break past over this 50 moving average. If you want to know BTC is getting bullish again, everybody, it's very simple. You keep this bell notification lit. I pull up almost every single day. I think I got like 3 or 4 days now that I miss out of a whole year. That's okay, everybody, all right? What you want to make sure is this 50 moving average and that bell notification stays lit because this 50 moving average just tells you quite a bit. Then we can start to add some things, the 200 moving average, which I really like. But let's break it down right now on the 50 moving average. Work down the time frames. I know you guys heard all the news. You guys are, watching news, searching for news, looking for confirmation. Right here, the technicals are telling us. And so this thing gets back over that 50 and holds above that 50 like this. You see this? Break above the 50, ride that 50 moving average, break underneath the 50, gets bearish, break back above the 50, bullish, break underneath the 50 on this 4-hour chart. It's never gone above it. It's pretend like it's going to go up there to snatch up that liquidity and wreck everybody, but it's really been on a downtrend. And when you put on the 200 moving average on lower time frames, it's a little bit easier to see actually. You see this 200 moving average? I know it gets a little bit loud right there, but You see this red line right here, and then this red cloud. It's been underneath that 200 moving average the whole time. So the 50's really good for in and out trading, but this 200 moving average just tells you even that much more clear on just shaved so my face is a little bit dry. Um, Underneath this 200 moving average, the price is staying a bit bearish. Same thing with over here on this. You can on the daily chart, you can actually identify the old bull run and bear market. You can see that pretty easily, right? Breaking underneath that. We're breaking underneath that right now. This is the first time we've done that. So when we break back above this 200 moving average, break back above this 50 moving average, that's when things will get a lot more exciting. This is when the markets are having a lot more fun. Do we break underneath the 200? Yeah, we've done it right here, and then we get right back above it. And we are. I know that we are. I know that this is a shakeout that we don't want to feel. I know that it feels like, man, how come? That's okay. You know why? Because if you're invested in great teams, great communities, you're good to go, everybody. Check this out. So we might be seeing that price at 72,000. Oh, well, big freaking deal. Are you leaving crypto? No, you're not leaving crypto, everybody. It's actually not even that far away when you think about it. You know, you got ETH at $1,500. You know, you got XRP at 192. You got BNB at 557. And all you have is a bunch of panic selling going on. And most likely for just a little bit longer, a little bit of more panic selling into probably, you know, May, so quantitative easing happening because now it's closer to like almost 50%. And then more liquidity will come into the market. And again, you'll be wishing that, you know, when everybody was screaming and ripping their hair out, that you were just playing it smooth and accumulating when you could. If you can't, then still be smooth about it. You don't have to be panic selling, but just wait for your opportunities. But running around too much right now, it's going to be a lot of the bad moves unless you're just going to be done with the market. I mean, I'm glad I took my profits off my Trump coin and stuff like that. You know, a lot of those stuff over there, that stuff's kind of done. But your solid plays, you definitely want to look into holding and accumulating into these solid plays. We'll talk about some of these solid plays. We'll see who pulls up. I know there's a lot of communities struggling right now to stay motivated, but we're going to show them what it's all about. Honestly, it's like, it is what it is. Like, you have to be able to take a punch on the chin, everybody. Otherwise, you can't get in the ring. So right here, we got FEG token right at the top, $7.3 million market cap. Pretty amazing if you ask me. Sitting at $7.3 million market cap, extreme discount price, XP extreme discount price, Smart BTC discount price. All of these projects are on a really big discount price. And, you know, it's panic selling, everybody. It's not even people selling like if the plan has changed or, you know, something else is going on. It's honestly panic selling back to back. And I don't know. It's part of it. It's honestly part of the how this market plays out. But you know, you see projects getting listed on Binance. You see Binance posts, and projects are not pumping and stuff. So you know, I see people in the chat and they want when marketing FEG token. When this is like, bro, there's projects getting marketing by Binance themselves right now, and they're not pumping. So obviously, there's a time for this thing to turn up. Right now, it's incubator mode, right? We got to cook. We got to get the community kind of to rally together on its own and make these things happen. So um, here we go. Don't let them leave me, Merv. Here we go. We got Interstellar FEG edition. Pretty cool. Pretty cool right there. What else do we got? That'd be cool, man. I mean, FEG on the moon right there. Do you want the physical version of? Okay, that'd be cool. We got absolutely yes, absolutely, or faggot. These are actually pretty dope. These are pretty cool. I'm sure these would sell. I mean, this right here, the candle and the holy water, Saint Feg. Yeah, these are pretty cool actually. These are actually really cool. I've been in straight recovery mode, everybody. But seeing this and just I seen some of them at first, but seeing all these new ones, there's something there. That's pretty cool. Shout out to them. Shout out who was whipping all these up right here. These are pretty cool. Let me know down in the comments which one would you guys get. Is it the space feg, you know, out into outer space, interstellar feg? Would you get the war on rugs, you know, the rare feg, the saint feg? I think this one's, I mean, absolutely amazing. Maybe because, you know, it has this candle and all that stuff, the holy water, but you got, you know, the helmet as well, the walkie-talkie. You got this one right here, buy sell. Oh, these are cool. These are cool. I actually like these, and that's what you're so when you make stuff like this and it makes people have fun. These are actually pretty cool. You got that one with the banana. Yeah, these are cool. These are actually they have some sauce to them, so I like these. And you know what? Just seeing them refresh like that, boom, organically, you can see that they have some oomph to them. So this is at Feg Token, everybody. Give them a follow at Feg Token over here. Check them out. You guys know I do Gorilla Radio over there as well. Very strong with the Gorillas back to back. They're holding strong, man. I mean, at one point I seen it like 7.1, almost $6 million market cap. Let me get these cough drops out the way. Um, which is crazy discounts, everybody. And you know, a lot of people paper handing a great project. I see it happening. I see it. Hey, we'll use XPX as an example. I mean, people paper handing us live. Probably, I think people are paper handing us while we're live. Everybody, can you believe that? They're like, hey, we're about to go live. Let's paper hand while we're live, everybody. That's a good idea. I'm loading the boat on Caspa. Very nice. Very nice. We had some guys that were supposed to come up. So we got another cell, everybody. And when you check out these cells, honestly, it's people who got in super early, man. Like people who got in very, very early. Okay, you know, you got in early over here doing these buys and now they're out. That's going to be how it kind of plays out. A lot of the early sales or a lot of these big sales, everybody, they actually come from like people who got in really, really early. Like this person got, I mean, super early in on XPX. And that's kind of a fair market, everybody. We have to kind of like, you know, it is a fair market. Like Rox even says it, it's like it's kind of how it goes, right? It's a fair market. People bought in early, they buy the chart, they sell the chart. It's part of it. And so long as your team is building, and I'm telling you, I just got out of an extremely bullish meeting, everybody. This is exactly why you let these things kind of happen. Let them transpire as we're cooking on the side because you do want to shake some of these people out, everybody. It is kind of part of this market and kind of the way that it goes. And panic selling is something that happens when the rest of the market is panic selling. You'll almost think about it, right? You'll almost be like, "Well, what's going on, big BTC?" And you'll people start calling you like, "Why is BTC going so much lower?" It's like, bro, everything's going lower. You know, BNB goes lower, takes XPX lower, takes FEC token lower. So then you'll see people selling other stuff lower. I'm sure a lot of the Solana plays are probably a lot lower right now because Solana's at 107. When's the last time we seen Solana at 107? A while, right? So you know, a lot of the market's being shaken about, and what it's causing is just extreme panic selling, everybody. And you know what? I'm not scared of panic selling. I'm not discouraged from this stuff. If I was part of a team that was not cooking or we didn't have nothing, I'd be kind of worried. I'll be honest with you guys. If the rest of the market, let's say BTC was at like $150,000, $200,000, and XPX was at 500K, I'd be like, what are we doing wrong, everybody? No, but no, the fact that our pay portal is close to $100,000 transacted, the fact that uh, I agree, Mr. Mo. I completely agree. And you know, believing in one SD project, finding the one that you believe in, it's good for your FEG tokens. I mean, honestly, because that's FEG tokens' flagship product is the SD Launchpad. So the FEG tokens go up when their flagship product is in front of everybody's face. And I'm gonna keep doing my best, Mr. Mo, Feg for Life, XPX, XPX2, you know, Blazers, all my guys, because XPX has that opportunity, and I'm sure other projects will as well, to be that project that brings the hype into Feg Token's flagship product, which is the SD Launchpad, right? So, you know, I don't know if people understand that this has to be a thing that something sends, right? Something has to send. Something has to send. And we're going to make sure that it's XPX, everybody. And when you have meetings like the ones that I was just in with Ali, Marlon, and David, and some of the ideas that we're able to do in house is exactly why you invest into projects like X Pays X, because we have the resources as far as utilities, and we also have the know how and the ability to do it in house. Like in house, there's some very cool things coming out you guys do not want to miss out on, and something that honestly is not just for us. Again, we're not just thinking about just us. So get in right now. Get in. If you're looking for a safe haven, this is honestly a safe haven, everybody. This is that project right here where your bags are safe, where the dev's not dumping on you, whether you're chasing another project to get dumped on, that's on you. But right here, we got staking, we're live, and we got a team that's building. I want you guys to stay extremely tapped in because we're going to be rolling these things out back to back. All right. We got the team cooking on this right here. I'm trying my best not to say anything because it's very, very bullish. And it's something that is not just for us, and we'll expand on this. But it's right up our alley of the WAGMI movement. And it's something that, again, what we do is offer products and services, everybody. So make sure that you guys understand that when you look at X pays X, XPX, and you go to the website or you go and check this thing out, this is a product, this is a token, this is a project, this is a company that continues, whether markets are up or down, to deliver, everybody, to deliver. So go around, go search around, and let me know what the deliveries are looking like. How about some XPX crumbs? You know what's crazy is like they're there. I'm just letting you guys know that they are truly there. Like the team, like we've opened up Pandora's box in a sense with something that's being developed right now that is absolutely amazing. And I want you guys to just get ready for it. Obviously, you guys see the merch store. This is something very, very big, and you guys are going to see how this thing is going to evolve. I've been telling you guys that this is much bigger than just this merch store and how it's going to continue to evolve. Go look around. I mean, as far as people keeping their promises and actually delivering on what's on their website, it's hard to find, everybody. I know Feg Token's one of those projects. They said they were going to do a launch pad. Here goes the launch pad. I know I can speak for XPays X, XPX right here. They said they were going to do payment portals. They said they were going to do off ramps. They said they were going to do crypto bill payments. It's right here in your face. We're not done. We're not done. We're refining this. We're defining this, and we're only going to keep getting better. So that is XPays X, everybody. XPXPay.com. Just know there's some big things going on behind the scenes right now. Chart is going to be the chart. If BTC was 150K and we were still at 500K, I'd be bummed out. Until I see big BTC over 150K, and really BTC over 100K is what's going to bring the market feeling all hype again. Right now, everybody wants to follow everybody else. Let them, let them follow everybody else. And if they feel that's the right move, let them do that. But right now, there are people that when the markets are fearful, they're being greedy, and when the markets are greedy, they're being fearful. So this is part of this market. These phrases and sayings can't be said without having to live through them, and you have to choose. Basically, this is what's happening. This the herd mentality is what always happens. Everybody's rushing, panic selling. This is what everybody wants to do. This is what's happening right now. This is what happens all the time. That's why they control the masses on a regular basis. You can do this countless times. Now, if you can push all that noise to the side and you can really see like, hey, these guys are truly building a company. Me and Mr. Mo matching right now. Mines can't see because it's on the green screen. But if you guys are seeing that like, hey, this team and this community is building nonstop and this is what we have the potential to do, then you guys are in the right place because we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop, everybody. More to come. So come check us out, xpxpay.com. Pay your bills. People are still using our stuff. Charts are going down. People still using our pay portal. Don't know many things out there that no matter what the prices are doing or the charts are doing, which is why in that bear market, I was like, this is what we got to do. Because guess what people still have to do, everybody? Mr. Mo. Guess what people still have to do when the markets are going down? They still got to put gas in their car. Can you believe that? Can you believe that people still have to put gas in their car? What? Can you believe that they still got to pay bills even when crypto goes? You telling me you still got to pay bills even when crypto goes down? So that's why it's important, everybody. That's why it's super important to understand that because, hey, that's why it's here. That's why it's here. That's why that bear market was so important to me because Las Vegas did not skip a beat, everybody. And I didn't see nobody go in the metaverse. So that's why none of that stuff ever stuck with me because I went through a bull run and a bear market. And one thing that I saw during the bear market, nobody was using NFTs and everybody was still paying for stuff. So if you want a reality check and a project that's actually building for what everything's going to be in the future, that actually retail understands, you line yourself up with XPX right now, everybody. All right, let's go through some meme coins. This is what I know you guys love. We're gonna check them all out. We're gonna see where everybody's at. We're gonna do some comparisons, everybody, while we're sick. I might even throw a cough drop in. I'm not sure if I can juggle that while I'm over here having so much fun on the mic. Man, I miss being on the mic with you guys. Let's go to Mubarak first, everybody. Oh, not this one. This is a little ruggy one. It was like a girl version of it. Let me see the chat wake up a little bit, man. How you guys doing? Here you guys go. Mubarak listed on Binance, getting posts from, BNB chain. They're still on a dip, everybody. So don't pick on your FEG token. Don't paper hand your XPX. Don't, not your serious projects, because even a Binance listing ain't going to get you out the water right now. This is before Binance listing. Binance listing. Do you think that it's not going to go back up? I have a feeling that it's going to rip. When, I'm not sure, right? I'm never too sure of the time and the hour. That's usually not given to us too much. But whether or not eventually that Binance listing does have an effect, I think it will. It's just showing you that right now that the markets, they don't care right now. People are very cutthroat, and a little bit of pump fun has created that little bit of cutthroatness because the communities are thinning out, and you're supposed to find these really, really strong communities. Promise made, promise kept. That's Rico. That's XPX, 100%. And I want to give you guys some and the crumbs. I guess Feg for Life and XPX too is it's surrounded around this, right? It's surrounded around the merch store and how I've been telling you guys that this is much bigger than just the average, XPX merch store. Everybody, it always has to be a little bit more. Okay, I see the comment, and I do want to give you some crumbs. There's going to be. I've been working on this while I've been sick, and even after I'm done with this live stream, I'm gonna have dinner, and it's gonna be me testing out more pay utilities. Everybody, so that's part of the meeting that I had with the team earlier today, and this is utility that has not been mentioned, but later on I'm gonna be having dinner after this live stream. I'm gonna treat myself to a relaxing dinner by myself, unless you guys come and join me in Vegas, but have a dinner doing some more testing on some more pay utilities. So even when the markets are going down, even when people want a paper hand to chase whatever they're going to chase, I'm going to keep testing out utilities so like that we can roll them out with the times right. The team is going to keep cooking no matter what, and we're going to build this thing all the way out. We're actually giving the people like what they say they want in a project and putting it out there. People say that they hate rugs. People say that they hate scammy devs. People say that they hate projects that have no utility. Well, put your money where your mouth is because, you got your project right here that's doing everything that is honestly supposed to be being done. And somehow I get right back to XPX because I'm so bullish on that project, everybody, because I know what's up. Here we go. They changed up the way he looks a little bit. They added him a little bit like this, which is cool. He has like isn't this kind of like the faces that were like in SpongeBob or something like that, like some of the fish or something like that? A little bit of a Pepe look on there or something. We're definitely sweating this thing out, which is nice, which is really nice. Look at bro right here. Habibi, come to Dubai. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is too funny. This is too funny. Okay, now I see where this action figure stuff is a meta. Got it. Cartoon figure. So this is a meta going on right now. So that's cool. That's what's cool about the FEC team. That's a whole meta going on, and they're doing that with the gorillas, and it's important to be able to see that. So pretty cool. Satoshi Nakamoto. This is us right here. You guys got the wrong one. This got to be. I'm about to do a version of me because we got Visa, we got eSIM. That's us. That's us. I mean, we're gonna keep pushing that no matter what. That's us. People will try to do it later on and stuff, and then we'll see how that works out for them when they try to juggle both. It's like meme coin it or be a utility play. Here we go. We got people pulling up. We're the only broadcast live right now talking about cryptocurrency. You guys have been in these spaces before. You guys know what's up. You guys know what's up. You guys spanking each other around, using each other as exit liquidity on a regular basis. But we're trying to find something special for you guys. Maybe I'm being too honest because I'm sick or whatever. You guys got to stop using each other as exit liquidity. Actually, support a solid project. Stop running around and getting wrecked so much. I think right now this market is showing everybody their true colors and stuff, how much they've been getting wrecked, right? All right, let's go through some more projects. We got Merv right here. We'll check out Merv. We checked out Feg Token. Man, allergies are serious. Merv right now at 118. I'm probably gonna have to sneeze, everybody, so I apologize. We'll pause it or whatever. But I had to do a live stream today, man. After that bullish meeting with the team, we had to go live. Hopefully it'll go away. Merv right here at 118 market cap. Solana's down. Everything on Solana is going to be down. But you know what? It's holding relatively well. It's been consolidating for a while. I'm glad it's found a floor and a community that wants to hold that floor. That's important to have and stuff. So irritating a little bit. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm super excited. Like the meeting was so good, and the ideas that we get to evolve and build off of, it's going to be really cool. You guys are going to love it, and it's something that creates, again, just like it's going to create pressure in the right direction. Everybody, you guys are going to see some of the stuff that we're coming up with. You guys are going to actually love it, and I know that people are going to not only come to our merch store, but you guys are going to see that it's going to be an actual utility around this thing, and it will create buy pressure, everybody. Okay, we're going to continue to build stuff that is for all of us because we're investors into XPX, just like all of you guys as well. We're not the paper handers. We're the ones building for the long term. I can say that because there's people who paper hand, and you know what? If it walks like a paper hand and talks like a paper hand, it's a paper hand. But I'm letting you guys know right now that the team's goal and everything that we do, and it's amazing to speak like, when talking to Marlon, talking to David, it's like there's not one time that if it's not coming out of my mouth, if it's not coming out of Marlon's mouth, like today, some of the stuff that we are talking about, that it'll organically come out where a team member is going to say, and I'm telling you guys this right now, is going to say, all I want is for XPX to work, and where it goes back into XPX. Whether it doesn't matter what teammate it is. That's exactly, and I don't know where else a lot of people are going to find that out into space. I know meme coins are fun and everything like that, but you have a team, honestly, that's building one to be one of the top projects on Smart DeFi and on the BSC chain altogether. To be one of the spearheaded projects in off ramp solutions, which we're doing a really good job at, but also a team that really is always thinking about how can we bring it back. And today it wasn't me that said it first. We had Marlon say, some of the stuff because obviously he's our brand guy, and you guys are going to see, like I said, there's going to be revenue and these potentials for these buybacks and everything that's going to come from this, and out of his own mouth. I don't have to twist Marlon's hand behind his back, so it's not just me. You guys have a team of guys that organically, genuinely say, hey, I just want, when we're doing this, that the percentage gets split up to make sure that it feeds our ecosystem. And there's bills and stuff that goes into this whole project, whether the chart goes up or down. I don't know if you guys know that we have to pay bills on this, right? You guys know that no matter what, I have to pay certain things. No, chart goes up, chart goes down, people paper hand, don't paper hand, still's got to get paid. And you know what? What's cool about this right here is that you guys are going to see some of this stuff go into full effect. So again, today's an XPX day, man. Man, we're going to Merv XPX. We go to Merv Mubarak. We go to XPX because it's just a great meeting, man. Just a great meeting, and I would. It would be tough if for me as a quote unquote developer to try to be as pumped up if I knew things were not going on and I didn't have a team of guys that were like this team of guys that really care about the community, that really, genuinely speak about how can we make this better. I mean, we got Captain B&B right here. This is an amazing community. I'm blown away. People can paper hand this. People have paper handing issues right now because, man, if even XPX got some of the love of Captain B&B was getting from and still getting from the B&B chain, I don't know how people could paper hand. And that's unfortunately, and I know this is a tough topic, but let's face it, everybody. You guys rock with me because I keep it real with you guys. This is kind of the environment that unfortunately has become because kind of style of the PvP stuff. Because you have a project that if in the last bull run got a post from the, like, let's be honest, Mr. Mo, Feg for Life, XPX2, imagine a project and people paper handing and they're getting posts from the Binance exchange and people have the audacity to sell for 1.1 BNB and you're going to sell your bag on a project that gets posts, from the Binance Smart Chain. That's how you know that some things are not adding up, right? And that's because the way that people are thinking, and we're gonna have to run this phase out of people wrecking themselves and using each other as exit liquidity to eventually they find a real home, a real stable place to really understand what we already knew from the last bull run, that it takes a community to be resilient, to be able to make the dream real. The dream can only be real if everybody decides it's real. If people paper hand on the dream, that sucks. And what's interesting is like you look at a play like this, and shout out to Captain B&B. Like we've got a lot of these guys in our TG, and hopefully a lot of them are holders as well because your guys' bags are safe. But you know what? We support you guys, and to me, it's astonishing to see like people paper hand a great project like this. Like if you hold a little bit of Captain B&B and you're selling it right now, it's kind of wild to think about. I wouldn't think to see it at $3.1 million market cap. I could not think to see. I mean, that's how you know that this market is very, in a sense, doing it a little bit wrong because you got this play right here that gets love from the Captain B, that gets love from B&B chain, and they're able to play off of this. Gets liquidity added. Imagine effect for life. XPX2, Mr. Mo. Imagine if B&B chain added 50K to liquidity to Feg token. How bullish would that be? How much speculation would that create? Like honestly, like think about that. Imagine if B&B chain said, "Hey, we're gonna add 50K of liquidity to the Feg token pool, liquidity pool, and that wouldn't be bullish." And yet some people don't know how to appreciate that. I'm not talking about the OG. I'm not talking about the people who really believe in Captain B&B. I'm talking about the people that could paper hand and cause the sell. It's like if you guys cause the selling pressure, even a blessing like this, getting 50K in liquidity added from the B&B chain won't mean anything. That's how you know that community is so important. It's so important because even if the B&B chain added freaking $1,000, listen to me. Even if the B&B chain added $1,000 in liquidity to Feg token, oh my god, oh my god, would that not be bullish? That'd be crazy bullish that the B&B chain acknowledges us and they added liquidity to us, and yet you have people because of Pump Fund, honestly, because of the PvP, because of the the scammy KOLs and how they've made the space and stuff and the cabals and everything that like people will still fade this. It's like, what? How could you fade that? I'd rather let it turn to dust just off the principle of course there has to be a decent investment. It had 50K added from like Binance acknowledged you guys. You guys are not listed on there, but sheesh, that's at least a foot in the door. I probably would lose even more sleep if they added 50K into the Feg token liquidity pool, or let alone the XPX community pool. I would do anything that CZ. I would rub CZ's feet to stay on his good terms. I wouldn't even care because obviously you got a foot in the door. And yes, we said feet for Saphir and TK. We got to do a little bit of feet jokes for these guys. Otherwise, they won't. They'll stop showing up to the stream. But look at that. Imagine getting that level of exposure and people. That's how you know that the market. There's some adjustments that have to happen to the market. There are some adjustments that, and what's going to happen is people are going to continue to chase the next green candle and the next green candle and the next green candle until they get wrecked so freaking much that they just stay in their one project that they know that they can trust. And it's going to be projects that already have things like this. Feg token has a launch pad. XPX has tangible Visa cards you guys can use, crypto bill payments. This meme coin right here has actual exposure from the B. Like all these plays that have actual exposure from the B&B play or from the B&B chain, I think are solid plays. Now, crazy because obviously if we would have got in when we first started covering it, we'd be down right now. But the whole market is down. Does that mean that this investment up here when we first started talking about Captain B&B over here actually, because I had one test up here, does that mean that it's a bad investment? No. It could be doing a floki. It could be doing a fake, So it just goes to show you that you could get that much love from even like the B&B chain and people could still, their perception is blurred. It's like it's off right now. It's completely off. They're having so much fun being used as exit liquidity off the next thing and off the next thing and off the next. And now because the market dipped on everybody, everybody's trying to become the next Rain Man and they're going to get wrecked. And really, you want to find a project like this and support it and send it because it's already got love from the BNB chain. So pretty interesting. Also, pretty humbling as well to give yourself a little bit of slack. Give your FEG token a little bit of slack. Give your other projects a little bit of slack because even with all that exposure to the BNB chain and all that love, they're still at $3.1 million market cap. All right. Now, don't get discouraged, everybody, because ups and downs happen. I've been showing you guys this Floki thing right here. I think it's important to highlight, especially, now that we talk about the BNB chain so much. Shout out to everybody on the BNB chain. Something that we were not doing before. It was only XPX, a little bit of FEG token because, they were on multiple chains back then. But now that we see all this BNB hype, we get to talk about plays like this. Look, $1 billion market cap down to almost, what was it, $68 million market cap, back to, past a billion, going all the way to 3.2. So it's very doable to go into $1 billion market caps, come back down and go right back up. So FEG token can do it. Any project can do it, everybody. It's very, very doable. Snowball for sure. Yeah, big snowball effect on everybody literally saying one thing and doing a complete other. It's like, there's a huge hypocrisy going on in the spaces and everything. People are saying one thing and they're wrecking their fellow person. This is when XPX stands out to me, staking protocols stand out to me, true holder mentality stands out to me, because when the markets pull back like this and wreck each other, all of that space talk goes right out the window. Everybody is dumping on everybody. And it's actually a little bit sad because I wonder how many projects won't live after this, We got another project right here that I think is very bullish. I told you guys about it when it was down here, $10 million market cap. I said, hey, this banana's too freaking cute. That was my whole judgment. That's why none of this is financial advice, because I judged it off the eyes of this banana, man. I know eyes when I see eyes, okay? And these are eyes that you'll look at all night, okay? These are banana eyes, everybody. And $10 million market cap, this thing shot out all the way up to 80. It got listed on Binance. It's holding really well compared to some of the other ones that got listed. This is one that I would keep on eye on. Now, again, this is going to be a holder's market. This is not going to be your usual PvP stuff that you've been doing for the last 6 months. You guys are going to have to start to adapt the idea to look for solid, even meme coins and solid communities so that you can stop getting wrecked or keep spinning the wheel. Here we go. We got the banana token. If you still want your exposure to meme coins, you might want to look at the one that has an easy 5x compared to trying to make it big on the 500x one that really puts you negative 500x. And, it's the constant PvP space going on, telling you one thing, dumping on you while you're saying this, right? So here we go. Banana S31. Bullish on this one. I think this is a great safe meme coin. That Captain BNB is crazy, the exposure that they're getting. And it's only a matter of time. The Mubarak one is another great one. You have a lot of great ones, obviously, that are doing stuff. Let's check on Arrowbud. Where's Toasty Sheep Nuts? Where's Toasty Sheepy Nuts? 4.9. It doesn't matter who you are. You're going down right now. You're going to get a little bit of down pressure. Now, if you're selling your Arrowbud, a community that you've been involved, to go chase the next green candle, it's like the markets are going to teach you a lesson every time you do that. You're going to be taught a lesson. Banana feet is my favorite. Man, I love that. Those banana eyes are amazing. I think that there's some easy X's on that. I think projects like this, obviously Arrowbud, they're going to get tested. See how long we can stay live. I could feel it deteriorating a little bit. That's why I didn't go live the last other couple days, because I started to feel good, but I already learned from the last time that as the stream continues, you dump a lot of energy into it. Actually, it's kind of wild, and you'll start to hear it deteriorate a little bit. Right here, you got Arrowbud still making some posts. You got Freeman Finance. I think a lot of you guys follow him as well, posting about Arrowbud, so it's getting some serious exposure. We'll see. We'll keep eyeing it. You got ETH at 1,500. Everything's going to be struggling and pulling back. The thing is, surviving this pullback, so when ETH goes back up, you guys can have buying pressure and do all that stuff to rally that back up and stuff. Unfortunately, what a lot of things are going to happen is a lot of people are going to just try to keep finding the next new thing until eventually everybody has to come back to their solid favorite plays. There's going to be a little bit more of this going on. Let's check on Speedy. You know, this is a project went all the way up to 43 million. You know, $1 million market cap. And one thing that they had, if you remember when all this was happening, was just a very vibrant community. The minute the community starts to fade, the idea, everything else starts to fade. They have to stay consistent, you know, and you could just see it in the a lot of people are ignoring the obvious. Even right now, we're being careful because I know you guys love the spaces that rug you on a regular basis. I know you guys love being used as exit liquidity, so I want to be careful. I don't want you guys to start to hate me and stuff like that. And I start to, you know, expose a lot of that. But you guys have to be careful out there. Just be careful. You guys already know how it works and what's going on, but a lot of people try to ignore that and stuff and figure out, oh, this is. You know, but really, you want to be careful out there. Here we go. This is another one that I'm trying to find for you guys. This tutorial meme coin type thing that was a test token. Keep an eye on this one. You know, listen on Binance again. Maybe not that exciting, like how when everybody's being rugged and stuff like that. Um, I found that people find it very exciting to get rugged, but at least this is a play that you guys can count on that's doing really good. This is what you guys would like to see right here. Um, this is a great looking meme coin, and it's listed on Binance. And I think this one's going to be a safer play compared to your rugs that yeah. You just be careful. I mean, because for a little bit right now, it's going to be pretty cutthroat. We got some growing pains to go through, everybody. And instead of chasing the next thing and thinking that, oh no, I would DCA into your favorite play. I see Crypto Shay here, whether it's buying up your Volt chart, whatever you want to buy up, or whatever you might be loading up on. You might want to load up on that. Let's see what else we got. See what else we got. Let's check on these tick coins and all these weird coins. Uh, Here you guys go. It's holding a decent market cap. This one is pretty crazy. 24 million. Not too Solana GD. Most likely because it doesn't come from a space or something like that. So it's just organically running up. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on Titcoin, everybody. I'm not invested in any of these. I've taken a break from Solana kind of for a little bit. I'm sure a lot of you guys have as well. Let's see what we got. I mean, you're going to have just this going on for a while. Just looking at what's trending. Let's see if we see a distinctive meta right now. I don't even really see a distinctive meta as far as like the top coins trending on Solana. Usually you'll be able to see like um the kind of meta or whatever. Calm cans. Kick the can down the road. Remember kick the can? See what else we got that we've covered before. The GME. I mean, these things are crazy how they happen. And that's what happened to these plays a little bit was like people left and started to pump. They would come back. People left and started to come back. And it might even happen again during this phase of everybody running to a bunch of stuff getting wrecked and then coming back and being able to pump this one up. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Now, let's go back to BNB really quick because I feel like BNB is kind of giving us what the meta is really about. Let's look at top 10 over here. See if we can. Easy coin. Camcoin, Calm Cans, Buckazoid. Ah, this one looks cool. Looks like a good BNB play. Looks like I've seen this thing be a B before. I think this was a B at one time. That's why it has the honeycomb stuff behind it. So, be careful with these plays because 127, let's go. I think that's why it even has like that background. I think now they just changed the character a little bit. You put wings on this thing, and this thing turns into a bee really quick. is this animal right now, but you put bee wings on it, and it changes its whole look. Okay, Loof. I mean, keep an eye on it, especially with this background. All right, so Loof could be some. Just looking at random meme coins right now towards the end of the stream as I deteriorate a little bit for you guys. I'm just doing this anyways. Here goes the test token right here, TST. You got the tutorial token, and you got the test token. This is another one that won't be that exciting because obviously we missed a ride and when they did this and it went all the way up. But I would not ignore that this thing can do something kind of crazy extreme again. And this is where you're gonna want to try to find some really, really solid plays to DCA into. They're probably not going to be the most exciting, but they're also not going to be rugging you, right? So this is the test token from the BNB when they did the test. And these are kind of some of those safer meme coins that you guys could play around with right now. That's what I would be looking at right now. I would be looking at a lot of safer plays. Let's go to Sui. What are you guys buying? Camcoin. You got Combs Can. You got Buckazoid. I've been seeing that one everywhere. If you're looking for meme coins that the thing is it's still going to be somewhat of a holder's market. Like you're going to want to hold for that 5x or whatever it might be on those if you're interested in them. All right, let's see what else we got. This one's almost everything's just consolidating down. Panic sell, panic sell, panic sell. Unless you're buying these, Did you catch Buttcoin, Mr. Mo? Did you get the inside scoop that this one was going to be the one? Were you able to see it go all the way up to 40 something million? Everybody gets shooken out to 834K from 40 something million. From 40 something million down to 400K all the way back up to 31 million. You got to know that they're going to do that. Otherwise, that's pure luck. How are you going to get that? You have to, that's just pure luck to do that good on Buttcoin. Is it going to go away? Probably not. It probably created enough hype and stuff to stay alive. $7.6 million market cap, 850K in liquidity. When it breaks past this $10 million market cap again, most likely it'll pump up. That's what always happens. Do you think RWA is starting to trend on X, Rico? I think it's going to trend no matter what, bro. I think it'll pick up more and more as time starts to evolve. We're very young into space. You can tell by the amount of people that how many times people want to get rugged in a week. That shows you how young the space is. Because eventually this is what it's all going to be. It's going to be all the serious stuff. All the serious plays are going to be the ones. And that's what we'll have for the most part. That's what we're going to have left over for the most part. All right, let's look at some more stuff. Let's go to X. See how we're doing on X. This is Buttcoin, everybody. It's official. HODL. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on Buttcoin, everybody. You don't want to do that now. Yep, I'm losing my voice. Yep, I'm about to wrap it up. We're over the hour mark. I'm losing my voice. You call it. I mean, we're there. We're right at the end of this. I'm deteriorating. Let's look at Bomi. We'll show them some love. 300K market cap. They're holding strong right here, especially for when you look at the amount of art that they produce. The community is very active. They're on the base chain. Base chain has not gotten their level of exposure yet. And when you got ETH, at 1,500, it's going to bring all these great projects down, everybody. So, either support the great projects that you love, but don't hurt them right now. Don't hurt the great projects that you care about, you're invested into just because the markets are down for a little bit. They're not going to stay down, everybody. And you might hurt a project to oblivion for no reason, because then Bitcoin's going to be back over 90K, back over 100K. And, you could have hurt a project that didn't even need to. Tomorrow's sign language. Oh, that was good. Oh my God! Shout out to everybody who speaks sign language. We're not making we're making fun of me, but that was good. I like that. That got me. That's epic. So shout out to Bomi, Book of Miggles, everybody. Like I said, community that's doing a lot of art. They're on the base chain. Let's be honest. A lot of people are not talking about base chain right now. It's not like the on chain summer when it was, all hype and Pepe on base was flying and this was flying and everything was flying, right? So nonetheless, we'll keep a close eye on these great plays that when base becomes hype again and they survive, they'll be doing really good. But we have to support them. It's going to take some support. I want you guys to support great projects like Feg Token as well. The gorillas have to stand up. We have to fight back, and you have to punch back. You really do, and hold the ground and keep the chart sustainable and keep it looking good. So that when the markets turn around, other people want to come into this thing. So it takes just as much as it takes a team, it takes a community as well to trust the process and let this thing evolve. You're not doing it wrong, everybody. Bitcoin's not at 200K and your project sucks. That's not what's going on. BNB's not at $2,000, $1,500, $1,200, and your project sucks. That's not what's going on. You're not being left behind. Everybody's being dumped on. So just let the markets do their flip, do their dance, do what they have to do, and get ready for that next rally up, everybody, which is going to come. Okay, it is going to come, and I think the sooner we hit the 72K and get it over with and break past this 50 moving average, the faster it is. But we talked about it for weeks, everybody. We're just having to face it now. That's the thing. When we were talking for a while, when we were in this box up here, we were inside this range. When we first lost this range and we came down here, we were holding on here. Even when we were holding on here, I said, hey, if we can hold on to this, that's cool. If not, 72,000 prior resistance, future support, and let's hold on to that and make that happen and turn the chart back around. So, as you guys can tell, the voice is completely fading away, deteriorating little by little. Go back on the cough drop remedy. I'm going to be in the TG. Just know that you guys have a fantastic team. I know there's a lot of XPX in here. There's a lot of Fake Token here, a lot of gorillas. You guys got a great project. You guys got a great team. Just know that the whole ecosystem, the whole crypto market is going through some pullbacks. The whole stock market, Tesla's down, this is down, that is down. It doesn't matter where you invested. I mean, let me see. Right here, I mean, all of these are down. Down, down. Everything's down. So just know that there's going to be a little bit more sell pressure for a little bit, everybody. And I think people realize that a lot of that tariff stuff is needed to get to this negotiation table. We had somebody from the community make a post. I think we'll make another X post about it, about how some countries are saying, hey, we're going to come to this agreement. And that's what all this stuff is. Like if you don't create the situation, you're never going to get people to the table to have these discussions and stuff. And yeah, in the short term, it really hurts. And we can see that the markets have reacted in a negative way to all this stuff. But in the long term, if it really worked out and made everything happen, and we had 1 quarter or 2 quarters that were not so good, but 3-year bull run, I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that because I'm not leaving this market. I'm here to stay. So I think that's what we're having happen right now. We're seeing some countries. We've seen a post by one of the XPX community members saying, excuse me, essentially that, put the 1 minute chart on while we're talking, essentially saying, that they want to come to the table and do like 0% and stuff like that, just even Steven. So we'll see if that happens and that transpires. And I'm sure more countries are going to do that, as there'll be a domino effect. The great thing is that there's no tariffs on crypto, everybody. There's no tariffs on Bitcoin, right? That's the digital realm that you live in. All this other stuff is supposed to be noise to scare those who don't really know what you're investing in, and what you're investing in is the future. Your crypto doesn't get tariffs. Your Bitcoin doesn't get tariffs, everybody. And we're being distracted a little bit by old world noise that matters to a lot of old world technology and the way the old world works. But really, we're a part of this new world idea when it comes to the digital era of things, and you really don't have to play by a lot of those old world rules if you can ignore that noise as we transition into the way that things are going to be moving forward and stuff. Because your cryptocurrency is really a hedge against everything, and as time continues to progress and these markets, that market eventually has to crash for our market to be the market that exists and the market that will be the future of everything. So most of that stuff will be tokenized and evolve into what we have today, and whatever isn't will just be simply left behind. Just like most people don't use a CD player or anything like that anymore, right? Um, Nobody's burning CDs. Nobody, none of that stuff is happening and stuff, right? So a lot of that old school technology will fade away completely, and we'll be doing things a whole new way. So just let these markets do what they got to do. Um, in our form, it kind of sucks in these short terms where it's like it really hurts. But when you know that you're playing the long game in cryptocurrency, you have to be able to play these quarter games with these big politicians and with these big players and these corporations. They don't play on a monthly basis or basis. They don't trade their cryptocurrency whether they got enough money for gasoline in their tank for the next week or not for to go to work. They don't. They're doing these things quarterly and stuff, and you have to be able to withstand quarterly decisions. No matter what the market is doing, so the long term goal is going to play out. The long term goal is Bitcoin screaming up here in the yellows and in the orange and stuff. So, seeing a Bitcoin over 150, 200K market cap will be, 150K price, $150,000 Bitcoin, $200,000 Bitcoin is where a lot of the magic is really going to start to happen. Is it going to happen? 100%. When it's going to happen, we're not exactly sure. I really don't want to get hung up on that. I really don't want to care about that. I want to stay focused on building on promises that the XPX team has said that we're going to do as we continue to do this. I want to continue to prove to people that, hey, we're a serious team that's building for the future of finance. And that's what we're going to keep doing, everybody. We're one of them. We're here to stay. And now we're bringing a big thing to the table. You guys are going to see. So as people are getting lost in the noise, XPX is going to keep building this bridge for retail to come in, everybody. Stick here with us. Tap in with us, xpxpay.com. To me, one of the best projects in DeFi right now, hands down. Just this meeting that I had with the team, so freaking bullish, and why I'm so excited and so proud to be a part of this with this team and with this community. Don't fade great teams. Don't fade a great project like this. You're not going to find another project underneath $1 million market cap with off-ramp solutions. If you can, show me. Show me a project underneath $1 million project that can do everything that we're doing. I won't hold my breath because, well, I'm already short of breath from being sick. But nonetheless, this is a project that even with the market cap that we're at right now, 500K, merch store is coming out soon, and it's something that's going to be pretty big, everybody. Most people probably come here and they're like, oh, it's just a merch store. No, that's not the type of guys that we are. It's not the team that we are. We just don't do stuff. No, it's much more, everybody. So thank you guys for supporting the movement. It's really appreciative from the team. Why we keep doing what we're doing. Shout out to David. Shout out to Marlon and Ali. The meeting today was absolutely bullish. I wouldn't want to do it with any other guys, especially, trusting my reputation, being a YouTuber, bringing my subscribers into this project. I have a team that backs me up. I have a team that can bring these things from in-house that we have crypto Visa cards. We have something special coming with bill payments that, like I said, after the stream, I'm going to go have dinner and test out the next utility for bill payments that has nothing to do with the crypto merch store and a lot of stuff that people are not even doing today. So we're going to keep evolving in the space that we make sense in. And this is X Pays X, everybody. xpxpay.com. Come check out this website. Get ready, everybody. Get ready. We're going to keep doing our thing nonstop, no matter what. If you're a serious investor and you look for things that are undervalued so you can 1x, 2x, 3x, 50x, 100x, you're supposed to be looking for teams and projects that obviously continue to prove that they can deliver on the products and services that they say that they're going to do. It's all there. The proof is in the pudding. It's on the blockchain. It's the war on rugs is happening from Feg Token and Smart DeFi. And XPX is a project that has proven that it's not going to rug you and only continue to deliver for not only XPX, but DeFi, everybody. We love this space. So thank you guys for putting up with my sick voice and my stuffy nose and the way that I sound for this live stream. Had to go live even though I was sick because I mean, Ali, David, Marlon, that meeting was just so bullish. And I'm excited for the next things to come. Make sure you guys have fun during these down times. Support these great projects. Like honestly, it takes the community to support it, to buy it back up, to make it strong, so that when the markets turn around, we can just keep pushing forward. So support these great projects. Stop getting rugged out there. If you want to be a part of the war on rugs, support a great project like XPX for sure. That is doing something for everybody that's in this space. This is not going to be just for XPX. This is going to be for the whole DeFi space, everybody. This is going to be for the whole DeFi space. So much love and respect to all of you guys, like I said, for pulling up to this live stream, supporting the movement, supporting these live streams and everything that we do. Um, yeah, it's really a pleasure of mine to be able to do this for my subscribers, to have a project that is exactly what subscribers should be looking for. If you're a subscriber to my channel, you're supposed to be saying, Rico, when are you going to bring me a project that the dev, is doing everything that they say, the team is doing everything. I'm bringing it to you guys right here, right now. Um, it's up to you guys if you guys want to keep getting rug or support a project that's honestly here for the future of finance, everybody. We're going to have a lot of fun building this out. Come with us on this journey. Blaze this path with us. XPX, like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is.